Halloween cast now: Real Housewife, Hollywood star, addiction and on-set romance. Halloween is one of the world's favorite slasher movies, and there have already been 12 films in the series, which launched the careers of stars who became Hollywood actors: a real housewife, a mortgage broker, and husband and wife. Video loading. Video unavailable. Click to play. Tap to play. The video will autoplay soon. 8 Cancel playing now. Halloween, 1978. Trailer starring Donald Pleasence and Jamie Lee Curtis by Verity Sulway. 10:00, 28th of October 2021. Updated 10:37, October 28, 2021. Comments. When the first ever Halloween film was released in 1978, director John Carpenter had a meager budget of $300,000. He never could have imagined the horror would be such a runaway success, generating a whopping $70 million and spawning 11 more films which made more than $640 million at the box office worldwide altogether, as well as a comic book series and video game. Halloween is even thought to be responsible for popularizing and developing the slasher genre, which is now a stalwart of the yearly celebration. In the film, psychopathic killer Michael Myers, who wears a mask that was based off William Shatner's face, is on a murderous rampage in Haddonfield, the town in which he was imprisoned in a sanitarium for murdering his sister when he was a child. The terrifying film launched the careers of actors including Jamie Lee Curtis and Kyle Richards, who became household names and returned as adults for a recent reboot, Halloween Kills, in 2021. And Terry's another installment, Halloween Ends, scheduled for release in 2022. But what had the Halloween stars been getting up to in the 4 decades before they came back to settle the score with Myers? Nick Castle. Michael Myers. Nick Castle was the original and terrifying Michael Myers, and after skipping some of the films in the franchise, he returned to reprise the role in 2018 and 2021. His 2018 stint was marred by controversy as some fans claimed his big return had been misrepresented. The announcement of Castle's participation in the film was widely reported as his retaking the role of Michael Myers he originated, with stunt performer James Jude Courtney only doing additional work as the character. However, Courtney revealed in an interview that Castle's screen time was in fact minimal, and Courtney had done most of the legwork under the creepy mask. Castle got along so well with director Carpenter, they teamed up again to write dystopian film Escape from New York, which starred fellow Halloween cast member Donald Pleasence. He went on to direct more award-winning films of his own in the 1980s-90s, including The Boy Who Could Fly, Dennis the Menace, and Major Payne. Kyle Richards. Lindsay Wallace. Kyle Richards was just 8 years old when she starred in the first Halloween film, and admitted she had no idea what she was doing until she watched the film when she was old enough and understood the plot better. Already famed for her role in Little House on the Prairie, Richards, now 52, continued with her acting career in more horrors such as The Watcher in the Woods. She also starred in medical drama ER, played Trisha in television film Deadly Sibling Rivalry, and housewife Heather in the comedy film The Hungover Games. She had guest roles in several television shows, including C.S.I., Seventh Heaven, City Guys, Beverly Hills 90210, Love Boat, The Next Wave, and Cheap PS. In 2010, Richards landed a spot as a housewife on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, having married top real estate agent Mauricio Umansky in 1996. Richards, Umansky and their 4 children have starred on the Bravo show right up to the present series, making her the only remaining original member of the Beverly Hills cast. She has also released a clothing line and written a memoir, Life Is Not a Reality Show, Keeping It Real with the Housewife Who Does It All. Ahead of her big return to the 2021 Halloween film, Richards revealed she actually broke her nose while filming it, conveniently leading to her second nose job, which she admitted she'd wanted anyway. "I was working with a stunt coordinator to do a fight scene with Michael Myers, and let's just say while I was rehearsing something flew back and hit me in the face and I knew immediately that something was wrong," she said. "I sort of kept it together, and then when I got back to L.A., I found out that it was indeed broken." Jamie Lee Curtis, Laurie Strode. Jamie Lee Curtis made her first ever debut on the big screen playing the role of babysitter Laurie Strode in Halloween, cementing her status as a scream queen. She regularly reprised her role all through the sequence of the movies, and also went on to star in several other horrors including The Fog, Prom Night, and Road Games, all in the 1980s. Curtis also starred in comedy films, such as 2003's Freaky Friday, which starred Lindsay Lohan as her daughter who unwittingly swapped bodies with her, Trading Places, for which she received a BAFTA for Best Supporting Actress, and A Fish Called Wanda, for which she earned a BAFTA nomination for Best Actress. She also bagged a Golden Globe, an American Comedy Award, and a Saturn Award for playing the starring role of Helen Tasker in James Cameron's action comedy film True Lies. In 1987, Curtis filed a U.S. patent application for her invention of a nappy with a moisture-proof pocket containing wipes that can be taken out and used with one hand. She refused to allow her invention to be marketed until companies started selling biodegradable nappies. In 1984, Curtis married Christopher Guest and they adopted 2 children, Emmy and Ruby. Curtis is a recovering alcoholic, and was once addicted to the painkiller Vicodin, which she began using after a cosmetic surgical procedure on her eyes in 1989. She became sober from opiates in 1999 and said recovery is the greatest achievement of her life, and she now speaks out against things like Instagram filters which she says encourage young people to get surgery on their faces. Curtis' father Tony was also a Hollywood actor, and after his death in 2010 she learned that her entire family had been cut out of his will, something which blindsided them. She has also written children's books and blogs for the Huffington Post. Donald Pleasence, Dr. Sam Loomis, Drive. Sam Loomis was appointed as Myers' psychiatrist after he killed his sister aged 6, and realized with horror just how evil the boy was. The doctor was played by Donald Pleasence, who was already a big star due to his role in 1967 James Bond film You Only Live Twice, in which he played criminal mastermind Ernst Stavro Blofeld. He continued his Hollywood career in dystopian sci-fi thriller Escape from New York and The Prince of Darkness, which were both directed by Carpenter, just like Halloween was. Nottinghamshire-born actor Pleasence was also a star on the stage, with roles in Harold Pinter's The Basement and Tea Party. He hosted the 1981 Halloween episode of Saturday Night Live with music guest Fear, and wrote children's books which were adapted into recordings, with Beatles member Ringo Starr voicing the titular character, Scouse the Mouse. In 1995, Pleasence died aged 75 from complications of heart failure following heart valve replacement surgery. P.J. Souls, Linda Vanderklok, P. J. Souls played Valley Girl Linda Vanderklok, who was pals with Curtis' babysitter character. Her boyfriend was brutally impaled in the night by Myers, with Derclock desperately trying to escape but ending up being choked to death by a telephone cord in true 1970s style. Following her success in Halloween, Souls starred in a string of comedies such as Rock 'n' Roll High School, Private Benjamin, and Stripes. She returned to the horror genre in cult classic The Devil's Rejects in 2005 and Beg in 2011. Derclock has been married 3 times, but is now single, and has 2 children, son Sky and daughter Ashley. Tony Moran, Michael Myers. Tony Moran took the baton from Castle during some of the final Halloween scenes where Myers is maskless. He was a struggling actor at the time and was paid a measly $250 for his small role. Moran has since stated that he originally did not want to do the movie, only changing his mind when he got confirmation that his hero Pleasance would be in it. He never returned for any official sequels but starred in a Halloween fan film named Halloween, The Night Evil Died. Aged 30, Moran quit acting completely and then worked as a mortgage broker. Tommy Lee Wallace. Michael Myers. Another actor who played Myers was Tommy Lee Wallace, who briefly appeared as the serial killer when he is hiding in a wardrobe in the first film, which Wallace also co-edited. Also starring in this installment was Nancy Kyes, who played Strode's friend Annie Brackett, and they embarked on a romance on set. Wallace married Kyes and they had 2 children together before eventually divorcing. A childhood friend of Carpenter, Wallace went on to direct the 3rd Halloween film, though he had originally declined the opportunity to direct the second one because he hated the script. He also edited The Fog, which starred Halloween actress Jamie Lee Curtis as Elizabeth Solly. Do you have a story to share? Email webfeatures@trinitymirror.com. Follow Mirror Facebook, Twitter, comment.